as for that notion that you have amongst some people or some of the youth, they buy any food from any place, McDonald's or whatever, and they just say Bismillah and eat it. Habibi, the Bismillah is not at the time of eating it, it's at the time of slaughtering it. And it's not at the time of eating the biryani or eating the fried chicken. That's not when you make it dhakah from the. It's at the time of the slaughtering. Where they get that from? There's no validation for that in the tradition of the scholars. Where they get that from is from that stupidity of taking your knowledge from translations, not studying fiqh like this, but taking knowledge from translations and from articles and from videos here and there. So they go and they see the translation of a hadith, which is narrated Imam Malik in his Muwatta, about a group of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ who were gifted some meat by some Bedouins. These Bedouins were new Muslims. They weren't kuffar. And so the companions went to the Prophet ﷺ and they said, Ya Rasulullah, they're new Muslims, so we don't know if they've actually learnt yet on how to sacrifice correctly the ritual slaughter, and we don't know if they recited Bismillah upon slaughtering the animal. What should we do? Should we eat it? The Prophet ﷺ said, Qulu Bismillah wa kulu. Say Bismillah and eat it. Say Bismillah and eat it. Tayyib, here, it's a completely different concept to what Zayd and Bakr and Amra, high school and college and sixth form are telling you to do. Here, the problem isn't that the companions bought this meat from McDonald's or from KFC or from Tesco's. It was gifted to them by some Bedouins who are Muslims. Now, it's as long as they're Muslims, we don't have to go and investigate and interrogate them and say, did you say Bismillah at the time of slaughtering it? And who have you got as a witness to that? Say Wallahi, bro. Say Wallahi. Qasmeh. Say Qasmeh that you actually said Bismillah when slaughtering it. You don't have to do all of that. They're Muslims. Then we give them the benefit of the doubt that inshallah they must have slaughtered it in the name of Allah. For you, now that the food has been placed in front of you or the meat is there in front of you, and you know that it's come from Muslims, or what's sunnah for you now is to say Bismillah upon eating the food. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ reminded them that your duty not to worry about whether they said Bismillah when slaughtering or not. They're Muslims. So it's expected that they would have said Bismillah. And you leave it at that. You now do what's upon you to do, which is before you eat, you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.